is extremely dangerous.
Okay, so let's say, I'm not saying every day you come home from work, it's like, let me tell you about what happened today. Oh my God.
But what I'm saying is when you say what you said, you are projecting how women feel. This happens all the time in dating. So can a man all the time.
Yes, wait, hold on. Wait,
to the right people. You don't do it to your girl. Like, a guy can, of course, express himself, but you don't run to your girl to do it. She can't even relate to your issues. A man's issues that he is actually dealing with, that a man deals with, you can't even fathom them.
Okay.
You can't.
So if you had something go on and it just happened, you walk through the door, now you seeing your girl standing there, and you're like, damn, I gotta hold this in until I go speak with my boys. Like, you just gonna hold it in all day?
Like, that is such the most
men and women are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Okay, but can you answer that? If something just happened as you're walking into your house, somewhere that the space you share with your wife, with your girlfriend.
What do you mean something happened? Like a confrontation outside with the neighbor? Like, what do you mean? Give me a specific example.
If you almost got into a freaking car accident, and you're pissed off, and you come in the house, well, what level of this is what I can share with my girl versus this is what I need to share with my homeboys? So you're saying financial.
I'm saying, okay, if I was in that position, I just almost got in a car wreck, and I come in there, like, this fucking idiot almost fucking hit me. That's it. That's literally it. That what you just described once again is something that if that happened to my girl, she would want to say something for fucking 15 minutes about it. Okay. You gotta understand, this is a female thing. It's not a male thing.
On the opposite side, if something happened at work and you don't need a solution right now, like, I don't need you to tell me what to do tomorrow when I go in the office, you're not going to express that with her?
You are a bitch of a man if you're crying over something about your job to your girl, like, and it's just your job. You're really not getting this through your head that, like, and this is a big issue with the workplace too. Like, this is why women are pushing their workplace, and relationships suck and marriages suck, because when y'all go into the workplace, you pick up on a lot of shitty fucking habits, a shit ton of horrible habits. Used to 50, 60, 70, 100 years ago, the guy who was your boss was your husband. And so anytime you needed to do anything, it was at the home, and you were working for your home. You weren't working for the man. And so now women go into the workplace, you go and argue with bosses, you argue with coworkers, you get stressed out like you're talking about, and you're not built to handle it. So you got to come home and you got to talk about it to somebody. That's not what men do. We don't do that shit. We don't have to cry over stupid skin knees. Like, you got to understand that this is a huge issue today, and you're encouraging it whenever you say that type of stuff.
No, let me clarify that.
You encourage men to do it.
Thank you. Do not put, I don't want anybody to put words in my mouth. What I'm encouraging is, and I don't care who it is, if I'm with a man and you need to talk to me, talk to me. That's what I'm encouraging. I'm not encouraging you to come here every day at my house and being like, oh my God, the sky was looking real ugly today. I'm going to come tell you.
I'm telling you, if his mom cried, if his mom died, he's going to come cry to you. That's fine.
I'm encouraging communication. I'm encouraging connection, and I'm encouraging safe space. That's what I'm encouraging. I don't give a damn if Tony that you met 20 years ago is not available today for you to talk. You can come talk to me. That's what I'm encouraging.
So how far does a man's emotion go? Like you're saying, if he's an emotional man, like, oh my gosh, he's pretty much like just a crybaby, a wimp, not a real man. So how far does it go? Because we want men to be emotional with us when it comes towards just having an intimacy.
Projecting what you think, and it's just not true.
Well, no, it's just
like you think you want an emotional guy. Go be with some emotional guys, ladies, and let me know how long y'all's relationships last. I bet some of y'all might have been with some emotional guys, and you ain't with them right now. Wonder fucking why.
I don't want an emotional guy. I want somebody that understands that I'm here if you need me.
So now you want an emotional guy, or you don't want an emotional guy?
I just want him to, talk.
The whole time I've been saying for you to come to feel like you can talk to me, like the safe.
So you do want an emotional guy, for sure.
I don't want an overly emotional. I'm crying over everything, guys.
But we also don't want somebody that's hardcore either.
That
like
you
they don't have feelings.
Like if some shit happens, like I can
only
only
talk
talk
to
to
mad.
my friends.
Tell me that you're upset. Tell me like that job pissed you off. I want to know.
You may not have
I want y'all to understand that they would do it, but it would just be as simple, like I just said, that fucking idiot almost hit me. And that's
fine.
I know, and that's nothing, and that's okay. But what I'm saying, that's nothing like what you described, though. What you want out of the guy. That's like what you were describing sounds nothing like what I just said. Like you want him to come in, like sit and like hold your hand and be like, baby, this fucking day was just it's just so hard, man. Like my boss, he called me a dumb shit. It hurts really bad.
Like I need a
I just really don't want to be called a dumb shit.
I want to
again.
quit tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like
I scraped my knuckle while I was turning apart today.
we want somebody. We want somebody that learns how to be strong.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
want.
we want somebody that knows
What's up,
how to
Dottie?
be. You know,
So we got to get to super chats. We got to start
Yeah,
wrapping
yeah,
up.
yeah,
But,
yeah, we are,
before
right.
do. So one thing about men, ladies, is that we're very more logical creatures. We're not wanting to come home and sulk in our emotions even more than what we already had. Even if we might have had a bad day, it's time to fucking end that day. Once we clock out of work, close that laptop, it's time to fucking move on. You know, that's part of our work-life balance. And that's part of being logical. So we don't want to sit there and spend another 30 to 45, maybe even an hour, or however fucking long that we want to talk to you about our emotions. Because that shit it's done and past. Let's move forward, whatever else, and be looking forward to the next day. That's ultimately what it is. So don't take it personal whenever a guy says, oh, I don't want to talk about my feelings, because at the end of the day, two emotional people in that household, that's a fucking train wreck. So
yeah.
Well,
And the biggest thing is just realize sometimes, just realize that men and women are different. You know, like there's some things that y'all might want or y'all might like,
That you
and you need to realize maybe that's just you, or maybe it's you being a woman, you know, and maybe that guy isn't going to think the same or feel the same way, you know, like this is the huge problem today, is that dating, y'all don't give a shit about what men want. I guarantee you that if I asked y'all, do you know what a fucking a really, really driven guy wants or anything like
I already
that?
know.
It's really hard to.
sex.
Well, no, you're already wrong. So that's why I'm saying, what do y'all think is the number one thing a guy wants in a wife?
Oh, submissive. They want.
Yeah.
No, there's one thing higher than that. What do you think?
Happiness.
No, there's one thing higher.
One thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
Out of a woman that a guy wants.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
For you to shut up.
It's loyalty, ladies.
Okay.
It's loyalty over everything, and that's because of evolutionary biology. For 300,000 years as Homo sapiens, we didn't know whose kid was ours because there was no condoms, there was no birth control, there was no tests to see whose kid it was. There was none of that shit. So we knew if our woman was really our woman by how loyal she was to us. Because you could have another guy's kid and be raising it, and you would never fucking know it back then. So it's very serious that women are loyal. This is why chastity is such a big deal. Like, it wouldn't be such a big deal if it wasn't for how we didn't have all that technology to make it to where y'all could sleep around and not give a shit.
Well, can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
I know we were talking about women sleeping with men on the first date.
Mhm.
So if it's about loyalty for a man, how would you feel to know that you slept with her on the first date?
What makes her loyal then?
Yeah. What makes you think, oh, she done did it with everybody else then?
Well, no, because shit, it's about how loyal she is afterwards. So for my girl, I'll give you a perfect example. I knew how loyal she was because she didn't have a crazy Instagram with a shit ton of followers of guys and a bunch of bikini.
But I
pics
know
and
a
shit
lot
like
of girls that are not on social media that are fucking wild.
And that's great. They can totally be like that. But the thing is, a guy, it's all about perception. If a guy sees it, and if first perception is everything, you know. So if a guy sees her, she could totally lie and get away with it. But the thing is, if the guy's smart, we can tell if a girl is loyal or if she's a hoe or whatever it is by how y'all act. I don't even have to look at it Instagram. I can look at Instagram. That'll give me a good sense of what she is too. But just how they act, how they talk, shit, you can sit there and act like a friend sometimes, and they'll admit a bunch of stupid shit to you. And the next thing you know, you're like, yep, I'm gonna keep her in the fuck only zone, and we're gonna keep fucking for a while. And and she'll never know it. I'll never tell her. I'm never gonna be like, yeah, I'm really mad that you told me about your 30 body count the other day. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm gonna act like it was nothing.
So what about